I don't have cancer. Nobody in my family has cancer yet. No. Thank God, rock clear so far. This is about a buddy of mine. Would have been 55 today. Young punk. It's funny doing these videos. You think everything in your head before you hit play, and then you're live, and then you hit live, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta talk. Well, originally this video was supposed to start out with, you know, that person in your life that you don't have to change who you are. Don't have to change what you think about what you say, because you don't worry about it might offend somebody, you know. That person in your life that you could be 100% for 2 weeks. But even though you don't talk for 2 weeks, or 2 months, 2 years, you're never far from, you know, you're an integral part of that, of a person's life. I remember I said when I was in my 40s, somebody had, I can't remember who it was, but their family was touched with it. And I remember looking back and going, man, I'm pretty grateful. I'm in my 40s and have not been touched. My circle has not been touched. Well, that was my 40s. That was my 40s. I've made up for it since then. Jeff, who would have been 55 today, passed of colorectal cancer 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 2026, I think it was 2 years ago he passed. Does not seem like 2 years. Jeez. And then, same year. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. Same year, November, Jeff passed in July 6th of 24. And Mom passed in November. I think it was 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving. Because I remember I had Thanksgiving with my stepdad and my brother and stepbrother. Well, not really stepbrother either. Stepdad and my adopted mom had a kid, and he called during that whatever voice chat videos, yeah, whatever. And the other sibling called, and of course sent a voice chat because they're overseas, couldn't be bothered to come back, see their mom dying. I did, but hey, no guilt, no whatever. You got your own reasons. I don't have a hook in my body and my soul going, I wish. I did. But that's not the point of this video. Jesus, it's just crazy. I knew Jeff, 14, started working at a restaurant. There were 2 of us that were working there, myself and a guy named Mike. And we were getting ready for a Friday, I think it was, because I was on top of the oven getting baked potatoes ready for a prime rib dinner special. And I remember the owner's wife came in and said, well, you guys needed help, I got you help. And walks in this tall, thin spaghetti noodles, Jesus. Big tall mop of hair, walking on his toes. So funny. He'd walk and push off his toes so like he bounced. It was great. I adopted him so hard for bouncing like that. Bruce. No, we're not. Down that way is the Veterans Run. We're not going to go down that way because then you got to cut over across and it's all wet back there. And I am wet enough. I don't need any more. That goes to the campground. I know there's people there. being the end of summer, so we're gonna head back. They've been out. These two cocks, excuse me, oh my goodness, these two people have already been over there once. We've been to the pipeline once, and now this is our third walk, and it's not even, what time is it? Shit, not even 9 o'clock yet. So that's good. I'm gonna get these guys tired, and I got a couple chores I got to do in the house that I could rather do. Our cousins and uncles and aunts and people that we've known forever. There's just too much life experience tied up in that, so that's gone. You know, I try and be pragmatic about it. Everybody's gonna do it. Everybody's gonna die. We were talking about that at work yesterday when I asked my buddy, how's it feel to know that you're looking at your brick wall, you're looking at the end, you do not go any, what was that? You do not go any further. He said he was comfortable with it because he had a finale. Didn't know the final date, but knew what he was looking forward to, knew what he was going to get into. But I think you could tell yourself that all you want, but once you get to that week, month, he took, I don't know how to say this without sounding crash, but it took 2.5 weeks for him to go from, okay, I can't walk and I can't think and I'm bedridden, to, I got the phone call at 7:46. Wow, yeah, 7:46. That he had passed and he was resting. Finally, I knew he was in a lot of pain. We had taken a day trip up to Drummond Island on the Jeep. It was one of his things that he wanted to do, only because he knew I wanted to do it. So he wanted to be part of it. We got off the ferry and we got probably, I'm gonna say, not more than 2 miles into it, and he is just not saying a word. You know, he's Army combat wounded vet. He's pain is not a word to him. Put it down, put it down, put it down. Step on it. Don't let it show. But I knew it was not good. So we turned around after, I mean, honestly, not more than 5 minutes on Drummond Island. We turned around and went home. He took his pills and slept most of the way back home, pain-free, I hope. And that was the day. But you know what? I spent our day. There was somebody in a movie said last night that we were watching, can you spare a minute? No, actually I can't. I don't have, I mean, that would have been my response. Can you spare a minute? No, I don't know how many I have. And I'd like to do whatever I can with every minute I have. You know, whether that be sleeping or enjoying life. I would like to keep all of my minutes naturally given to me, hopefully not cut short by a mosquito or cancer. Somebody else is driving. Who knows? A tree could follow me. Never know. But yeah, today he would have turned 55. We would have gone shooting, no doubt. He would have brought out his big 300 Winchester Magnum, because of course when you have the Thor of all rifles, you got to bring that out just so you can let everybody else know. The AR, oh my goodness. Do you even win, Meg Bro? Goodness. But we would have gone shooting, would have gone Jays, and gathered, would have shot guns, would have drooled over guns for all afternoon. It reminds me of a just, god damn it, I swear to God, this guy's behind me. I was like, yeah, somebody coming down the trail. Wait, there's a corner up there. Big old diesel. Or else he's on the airport property. Oh, he's coming down the shit fence line. Yeah, he's got to come down the fence line. They're gonna get caught. Oh wait, there's a. Okay, we're not. We're gonna. There's a offshoot over here. But what are we talking about? Jays. We had gone Jays, drooled over guns, and there was a quote from I don't know who. It's a poet. Okay, it's a Carney. They're on the other side. They're on the airport property. You'll see them coming out right up here. The quote says, "People go fishing all their life without knowing that it's not fish they're after." Which this would have been the same thing. We would have been to, oh yeah, there's, oh, potable water, yay! It was one of those things that, you know, we're fishing all the time. Yeah, look good, nice guy. M&M Excavating, that's local. So what these guys are doing, they're making a new runway. Because this was all flooded here last couple of weeks, months with the rains. That was all we had, boys. See, this is what my wife hates talking to me, because it goes subject to subject to subject, and there's no continuity whatsoever. One of the poets said, "Is people go fishing all their life out knowing it's not fish they're after. They just want to have a good time. They just want to relax." Even though Jeff and I would have gone to Jay's and drooled over guns for hours, and oh my God, we would have done this, gone to dinner or gone to lunch and then gone shooting, we could have done anything. It didn't matter. We could have sat there and watched TV and got high all day. It didn't matter what we did. We were together as we were as kids and just enjoyed each other's company of not having to be somebody else. That's a whole backstory we're not getting into, but I had to do it. He had to do it to conform into not what society says, but what the norm was, I guess. But with Jeff, I didn't have to. I could be me, no drama, no judgment from whatever I thought, said, did. You know, I stole a car when I was 17. 18, I think. And the first words out of his mouth were, "Boy, you're fucking stupid." Yes, that was my best friend in life telling me that I'm fucking stupid. And that's the best thing about having a person like that, is that it's 100% honesty. It is the truest love of all. The love of not having any fear. Man, I gotta get this too pulled. Jesus. But you're free to be who you want to be what you want to be. But yeah. He would have been 55 today. I miss the shit out of him. I just miss talking to us. So much fun. It was like a mini-me. He was 6'2", 6'3", something. Big guy. Damn. I don't know how such this tall, skinny fuck became such a big kid. Jeez. Yeah, the older I get, I guess I'm learning what it's like to get old. You lose a friend, you're not going to replace it. Him, her, very easily. And that's honestly true. I will never replace what Jeff and I were. It's not possible. There's nobody else out there that I have invested all the time, all the laughs, the beers before work. My God, we downed a bud and smoked, I don't know, a carton of cigarettes before first hour. That's all we did. That was our whole senior year. was just drinking and smoking cigarettes. They didn't know about marijuana until, wow, service? Yeah, I was in the Navy. That's why I learned about drugs, folks, in the military. You betcha. More stories to come. More stories at 11. But, yeah. 2.5 weeks took for him to hit the skids, and that was it. It took my mom 4 days to go from walking to just relax. Just let it go. And that was it. Done. Couple days. I've learned to respect, out of fear, cancer. Cancer is the one thing that I have found in this life is just truly not give a shit who you are, what you are, where you're at, what you do. Does not give a shit. But with that much conviction, I am also 100% sure that there is a cure for cancer out there. But there's no money in making a cure. You make money by having people sit in the door, around and around. As long as you keep people hitting that doorway, they're gonna keep paying you. It's not a popular take, not a popular opinion, but like my Jeep used to say, I have unpopular opinions. Yeah, that was, watching my mom go, that was something else. That was crazy. That was a quick. I saw her, I think I saw her on a Friday, and we were talking, and that Sunday, I was showing her pictures of my dogs, and I do dogs that she didn't know. And then it was that Monday that she passed, Monday afternoon. Jesus, it was quick. It was, wow. And it was, I can't remember what exactly the cocktail that she was on for pain meds, but it was something that I remember looking at it and thinking, this would kill a horse if this were somebody else, but this is what she needed to control the pain of cancer. Good God, folks, that is just, man, I'd like to say, I do say, if I am diagnosed with stage 4 whatever, I'm going to blow my fucking head off. That is easy for me to say right now. I'm not facing cancer. And it's all hypothetical, you know. I had my poop booty scooter down, it was last year, June. It's about a year ago, and I was fine. Had a couple of polyps, but I had to go back and, what do you say, 5 years, 10 years, something normal for somebody my age, over 55. Over 55, I'm a senior now. Fuck. I do have a dog car, so whatever. Yeah. Jeff, we miss you, bud. Mom, we missed you too. But like everything else in life, we must go on. Wake up every day, see the sun. We got chores to do. We got people that rely on us. Even though today is a very special day for me, I will continue to celebrate your birthday, bud. All day long. We will keep talking. Absolutely.